A very good morning, students. As you all know that the online classes have started, and today in our class of SST we will be starting a new chapter, that is the equatorial forest region, right? So today our topics for discussion will be the land and location, climate, vegetation and animal life. So now let's start with the chapter and understand what are equatorial regions. They are the regions which are located in a band and around the equator. They are often lowland areas and have a climate that is hot and wet all the year around. Okay, so now what happens, the equator passes through these regions and continents of South Africa, South America, Africa and Asia. So today we will learn more about the Democratic Republic of Congo, which lies in continent Africa. So let's start with the first topic, that is land and location. Democratic Republic of Congo is located in the deep interior of the African continent and its capital is Kinshasa. It is the second largest country in Africa after Algeria. The equator passes through the country and hence 1/3 of it lies in the northern hemisphere and second third of it lies in the southern hemisphere. The main river is River Congo and it flows through Africa. And River Congo with its tributaries form a low-lying area called the Congo Basin, and most of it is Democratic Republic of Congo lies in this basin. So this is the location of Democratic Republic of Congo. Now we come to the climate, and as you know, the equator passes through the region and the direct rays of the sun hit this region. So what type of climate we will have? We will have a hot and a wet type of climate or humid type of climate. There is lot of rainfall as the rainy season lasts from October to May. And this part, or the Democratic Republic of Congo, here the sun's rays fall directly, so it is very hot also. Now due to the rivers and the heat, evaporation takes place. Now what does this result? This results in the thick clouds, and when there are clouds, what will happen? Thunderstorms with lightning will take place, and usually every evening there is a very heavy shower, and this shower or this rainfall is known as 4 o'clock rainfall. And there is very little difference between the summer and winter temperatures, and the length of the days are also the length of the days and the nights are also the same, equal. So now we come to the third topic, that is vegetation. Now being near the equator, the Democratic Republic of Congo is covered by tropical rainforests, right? So those forests which are very, very dense and which the sunlight cannot pass through them. They form a canopy at the top, so that's why it becomes very, very difficult for the sun rays to pass. So the whole year these trees remain green and they are known as evergreen forests. And trees like teak, mahogany, ebony, wood, bamboo and rosewood grow here largely. Cash crops which are grown to earn money, like rubber, cocoa and oil palms are also grown here. And due to very low sunlight, because as I told you, the trees are in large quantity and their branches are entangled with each other, there is no ray of sun that passes through it, so there you can't get very much vegetation here. Only forests are found here. So these equatorial forests are dense and sometimes it becomes very, very difficult to pass through them also. Now let's talk about the animal life. As you know that they are tropical rainforests, So what type of animals will be found? The animals which are living on trees. They are known as tree dwellers. For example, monkeys, chimpanzees, baboons. And rather than other animals, what type of animals are found here? Like zebras, hippopotamus, rhinoceros, elephants, buffaloes, leopards, hyenas, and antelopes. There are also birds which are found here. They are the hummingbirds, parrots, pelicans, flamingo, cuckoos, sunbirds, herons, and plovers. They make this region colorful. Now, as you know, there is River Congo with its tributaries. So we will find the aquatic life also here, like the fish, dolphin, turtles, and there are swampy areas where you will find the alligators and crocodiles also. And peacocks and okapis. It's a type of a bird that is found in the forest of Congo. And you will find very poisonous snakes also, and insects also are found here, which are very poisonous. And if there's a fly which is found here, and that fly, when it bites you, the person sleeps for the whole day. So these type of poisonous animals and insects are also found. Now the next and the last topic, that is the lifestyle of the people. Now, what type of lifestyle do you expect the people of Congo to live? They're living a very hard and a harsh life because of this hot and humid climate. There is dense vegetation, and due to this dense vegetation, there will be insects, I told you, poisonous animals that cause very much diseases, right, for these people. So their life becomes very, very tough living in the forests. They have to face a lot of difficulties living here. And here in the Democratic Republic of Congo, there is a tribe known as the Bantu tribe, right? Where do they live? They live near the forests and form small villages. They live in houses made up of palm trees and wooden sticks, the platform wooden sticks. And as you know, it rains so much. So for that reason, what they have to do, they have to continuously keep on rebuilding their houses, right? Now, due to the harsh climate, people of this region suffer from many diseases, as I told you. Now, what type of clothes they will be wearing? Due to the hot climate, they wear cotton clothes which covers their body. Now, there is also another tribe which is known as the Pygmies. They are dark and short in height, and they live in forests and speak specific languages. They have their own languages. They don't know how to speak the other language or the native language what the people speak. They have their own specific language, right? They live a nomadic life. Now, what is a nomadic life? Nomadic life means they have to hunt on their own. They eat berries. They eat wild animals. They move from one place to another. They don't have a settled dwelling, right? They are excellent hunters because they have to survive. They have to get food to survive. So they are excellent hunters. And they are very fond of dance and music. That's the source of entertainment. So I hope, students, the explanation till here is very, very clear to you. You can listen to my explanation, and if there is any difficulty in understand anything, you can ask me, right? Thank you so much.